everybody. Okay, disclaimer here. Um, I watched an interview done by JLJ Media a couple years ago with Matthew Atkinson, who I love as Thomas Forrester. Okay, one of the things Matt said is in a soap opera, in a script, they don't do anything unless it has intentions. So, okay, like with the mints, I knew there was something weird with the mints because everybody talked about it so much. And also, I believe because I have knowledge of theater and everything, that clothing and colors make a difference. Okay, example on YNR, Abby Newman is pretty much a good character 99% of the time, right? And you can tell by her dress, by her color of clothes. She's always in either white or something bright. She's hardly ever in anything even remotely dark. Okay, take this against Diane. Jenkins, Diane Abbott now because they're married or whatever. Okay? She's always in either black or something dark. Okay, remember that. Um, because it came up today and I was literally thinking about it and I said, oh, this can't be. And then I remembered what I just said. So that I was like, maybe I'm onto something. Luna. Luna's character was seen as good. The young, good girl come to town, gonna work for Forrester Creations, right? Okay. In the beginning, they just are in white and like bright colors and whatever. Now, today, they just are in dark for the first time. And I'm not talking about dark with like other colors against it. I mean, the girl was in black on black on black. Okay? So, if that's not foreshadowing, I don't know what is. And I get that you want to have audience retention. Okay, I understand that. But if you do not let Luna tell RJ what happened with her and Zende, I will hit somebody. Because today, she had the moment in her head, and you could tell that she was thinking. And Zende said, well, if you don't want to lose everything with RJ, then you'll keep your mouth shut. So she was thinking that. Then they made love again. And then, of course, I said, well, after that, she's not going to tell him now. So again, second day in a row, Luna has said nothing to RJ about what's going on and what happened with Zende. However, if he's a smart boy, man, whatever. I call everybody younger than me young guy or what, okay? If he's smart, then he'll know something's wrong because she's not acting right. Like her behavior is off. Okay? But don't let it get to the point where he's going, what happened to you? Or don't make it to the point where she almost has a nervous breakdown because she can't decide whether or not she should tell him. Okay, as an audience member, don't do this to me. And by the way, if I liked Zende's character, I don't like him now. Because whenever a scenario starts, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. I try to say, okay, maybe he's a good guy, maybe not. These past 2 days have clarified my viewpoint on him. I do not like him. He took the wrong time to say the wrong thing to her, and now he's using it as blackmail. I don't like this dude. Daylon Metz is probably a nice guy, but I do not like the character of Zendaya. Alright, had to say that. Sorry, I'll probably say it again and again and again to the point where you're like, okay, don't tell me anymore. Okay. Um, let's talk about this. Alright. Then the next storyline is the Shiken storyline, or the was Shiken storyline, because Deacon essentially broke up with Sheila yesterday. Okay? Sheila didn't come for work, so he came to see about her. So she says, "Why are you here?" Then he's like, "I was worried about you." Then she says, "Well, what do you want? Why don't you want to be with me?" And he says, "Because I don't want to lose a relationship with my grandkids." Okay? Which I don't know. I cannot speak from personal experience on this one. I do not have children. I I will say that if you allow your kids to manipulate your romantic decisions, then in my mind, you're not an adult. Because let's deal with this. We're talking about adult children here. Okay? We're not talking about somebody 12 or 13 years old. And if Sheila, this is the way I live my life. If anybody brings me happiness, then I don't care what anybody else says. I'm being with that person. Unless somebody else can give me justifiable evidence of this person is not right for me, and not just their opinion of they don't like the person, then leave me alone. And he's allowing his grown up daughter, who is with a guy who she can't even say she loves him and they're not fully engaged yet, to break up a relationship, which he was the happiest I've ever seen him. And I love the banter between the two of them. I wanted to tell him, go down the river. Um, okay. Also, with Sheila, a little arm to the storyline, if you will. Um, she is the one who saved Kelly. Remember that stupid storyline where they almost let Kelly drown and Sheila was the one who got her out of the surf? And I called that one the day it happened. And I said, what the are they doing here? Okay. So remember that. Well, she saw her at the restaurant. Sheila saw Kelly at the restaurant because they were going to get some pizza. And Sheila's a waitress. So Sheila came over to the table and said, "Hello, do you remember me?" And Kelly said, "Yes, you're the nice lady from the beach." That's all she said. However, uh, Kelly took a picture with her phone with a little boy. I guess it's her friend, you know. And so I said, "I'll send it to mom." Okay, her mom is Steffi, you know. So she says she sees Sheila in the background, which, again, remember what Matt Atkinson said, they don't do anything on accident here. So what does Steffi do? Freaks out, calls the babysitter, says, uh, "Hi, yeah, okay, get the kids out of there right now. I'll explain later," and has a freak out. Then she comes banging on Sheila's door. Bang, bang, like the police. Then Sheila says, "What do you want me to do? I work there. Do you want me to not have any involvement whatsoever?" She said, "Yes." And then I'm like, what do you want from her? She works there. She had no ill intent, I don't think, because all she said was, "Hi, do you remember me?" It wasn't with any vicious. But then here's the thing though. Okay, after all that, and after me defending her, in my head. She goes and hits Steffi like you wouldn't believe. So the old Sheila is back. She has one of the characters and one of the faces I've said before that can turn on a dime in 5 seconds flat. She can go from nice to in 5 seconds. So congratulations, Carolyn Brown. You get my award for this week. I don't care what happens. You win the best actress of the week in my book. However, besides that, like I said, I love the chemistry between her and Sean Cannon as well. So there's that. There's my dime worth of whatever. Okay. Bye guys.